Alright, test, test, test. No, put it, get Matt, aim it this way so that we get crowd. Okay, so this is the glitchy one. I don't get any video from there, right? Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, okay. Alright, sorry about the delay there. Alright, whenever you're ready, okay, Glitchy? Whenever you're ready. Can you say something? I just want to make sure that your headset is working.
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell me, count me down, okay?
All right.
Okay, we're about to start, guys.
What should I use for a file name?
Whatever you want. We didn't actually do any incentive for that one, sorry.
No incentive? Okay.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, Matt, what's up, man? Hope you guys...
All right, so countdown 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, perfect. Good luck. Okay.
This is a speedrun of Ganonless, beating the game without Ganon. Uses a lot of glitches, a lot of tricks, a lot of optimization.
Mike Tyson.
And the goal, and it uses very cool tricks in general. I'll explain that as I go. But generally, the intro lasts about 2 minutes, 56 minutes long, so there isn't really much to say until they get moving. And also, I'm using the game controller instead of an N64 controller due to the fact that it's slightly easier to control for me. Basically, there's not much to say. The reason the game's in Japanese is because it mostly saves time with text. For example, in 100% speedrun, the text alone saves 20 minutes in the entire run as opposed to running on English. But in this run, it's unknown how much it saves, but it's significantly faster on Japanese. And there are no other version differences. From the English and Japanese version, there's no other version differences other than text. It's just faster text. However, I am running on the 1.0 version of the game that has a few exclusive glitches that aren't on the 1.1 and 1.2 versions of the game, and I'm running on an N64, as you can see. And in addition to this, the game runs at 20 frames per second, so it does make frame perfect tricks a lot easier as opposed to 30 FPS and 60 FPS games. Although the majority of the tricks in this game are frame perfect, although Oh, they're relatively easy to master once you get the timing done because there is 3 frames. You have about 3 real frames to do frame perfect tricks in this game. Because the game reads your input at 60 frames a second, but it displays 20 visual frames. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to collect rupees to get 2 Deku sticks and a sword. Or 2 Deku sticks and Deku nuts. The reason I need that is because I need to escape the forest because I don't want to beat the Deku tree. That's slow. So I'm gonna get out of here. And this is the fastest route for collecting rupees for the amount I'm collecting. And it's slightly faster backflip over here if you don't have a sword. And there's a blue rupee right behind that shop. Okay. Okay. And if I equip during the shop, I can do a roll out of there so I don't talk to the shopkeeper. So I'm gonna exit via the Lost Woods using Forest Escape. So I'm going to be doing this Force Escape setup. Because this is the absolute most consistent setup. So this trick is frame perfect. So if I do go 1 frame late, that's going to mean I break my stick, and I'm going to have to buy another one. Okay. 5th try. And it's slightly faster to mess with the camera here so that I can face away from the waterfall, because on this version of the game, looking at the waterfall creates a lot of lag. And this is a water extended super slide. Basically if I hold a position known as ESS, it keeps my current momentum, so if I hold ESS position while sliding out of the water, I can get a very quick slide, which I can change my angle. It allows me to get to Kakuko faster. So now, since I won't be getting the Ocarina, I'm going to be needing the bottle instead, since it's faster than watching Sarah's cutscene. And I will need it at the end anyway. And since I don't currently have a sword, Kagura is going to be slightly slower than if I did have a sword. I think I can slash the Kagura to go towards the pen a bit faster. The position these cuckoos are originally in are in. The initial positions these cuckoos are set. The positions they go in after are set completely by RNG. So these are ideal spots that I want them in. Now I got the ball, that's great. So now I'm gonna have to do a Navi dive by jump slashing and then pressing Navi right after I jump slash. So I dive into the bottom of the well and get there early. So now I'm gonna do blank A, which basically messes up my collision. It makes the game think I'm inside a crawl space. That's a bit early. Okay. So let me just try this. Okay. So I gotta retry that trick. Because if I land in there, that's very bad. So now I'm in the unload basement to the bottom of the well. If I swim upwards on a specific angle, I can clip through the ceiling and get to the bomb shoe chest. So now I can equip bomb shoes and save warp out. And a save warp is saving and just pressing the reset button. So now I got shoes. Now what? Well, I have to get to Adult Link. And since I don't have any of the spiritual stones, that may seem impossible, but you can skip the Door of Time by using precise movements in front of the door. And the other thing I can do is I get this red rupee for buying the shield, because I will need the Hylian shield before I turn into an adult. And on a side note, backwalking is one of the fastest basic forms of movement in the game, so I'm going to be backwalking a lot. And the other thing is this L is still here. So as long as I keep targeting that sign, that the L on that tree cannot talk to me at all. So it's nighttime. So I'm going to have to clip into the shop to get the shield. Video's dead. Video's dead. Video's dead. And that's door time skip. Huh?
Good job recovering though, seriously. Good job, Glitchymon.
So I've obtained the Master Sword with no items, with barely any items, no slingshot, no bombs, no nothing, no spiritual stones, just Child Link without a sword and shield. And Deku Stick and Nuts and Shoots. Because bomb chews are going to be what the basis is for getting around in this game. But since I haven't been to Dodongo's Cavern, I'm not going to be able to buy any bombs. Because the trigger for being able to buy bombs at shops is being Dodongo's Cavern, not necessarily getting the bomb bag. So getting the bomb bag from Dodongo's Cavern is very slow, since I can use chews for literally everything. Since I bought the shield, I'm going to come out equipped with it right away. Because if I didn't buy the shield, I wouldn't have it equipped. Because the only other way to get the shield, really the only quick way to get the shield is to go into the graveyard in order to get the shield. But the main thing is I have to do a trick outside of Kakariko. And the time of day depends on it. So it's ultimately faster to buy the shield. And the thing is, if you're quick enough, you're able to collect the red rupees on top of the bridge and get into the castle before daytime, or before nighttime if you're quick enough. But the timing is very lenient. Very not lenient at all. You have about 4-second lenience. Because you can waste 4 seconds and then you won't be able to get it. I really wish I had a light medallion split. So right now, as you can see, I definitely have the shield on me. But I barely have any items. And the thing about turning adult is that when you first turn adult, or you pull the Master Sword without the Master Sword being in your inventory, the game performs an adult reset, which basically puts certain items on your C buttons. For example, it puts Deku Nuts on C left, it puts Bomb Bag on C down, it puts Ocarina on C right. If you don't have Ocarina, it leaves it blank. If you don't have Deku Nuts, it leaves it blank, but if you don't have a Bomb Bag, it still puts it there. And this can be easily abused by using RBA, by making the game think you have a bomb bag and allows you to pick up bombs, but you can't unequip that icon from the menu. Alright. So I have the bomb bag on C down, so I'm going to swap that out with bomb trees and bugs and save warp. And I can't just walk out of the temple all the time because since I skipped the door time is still there and it's solid from both sides. If I had Biggeron's sword and hover boots, I'd be able to skip the door time without save warping. But you can't get that before you turn adult, so that's impossible. So I'm going to be doing a hyperextended super slide here to save some time, which basically I take damage off, roll into a 2, take damage, and press Z and R on a certain frame. And there's this Poe here. There's a Poe right here, and basically it's 50-50 if you get the right Poe. So I got unlucky with my timing. So I got on the second try, so that's decent. It's a 50-50 chance for a big Poe or small Poe. And I'm gonna get ball on B. A ball on my B button. And basically the thing I did was I did a quick draw B. Which makes the game think I have my B. Which makes the game think I have items I don't have out currently. So for example, I pressed my sword as soon as I hit the water, so it basically stored my sword being pulled out. So when I swung my bottle, it basically forced a ball on B because that's the last item that was used to the game's knowledge. But it's very hard to explain. If you want to learn more about RBA, I would heavily suggest going to Zelda Speedruns, or just looking up any cellular guide about RBA, because there's plenty. Because RBA is extremely complicated. But since this was a sign here, I can hess off here quickly all the way up to the top of Death Mountain. And the main thing is if I target anything, then that can skew my angle, so I have to avoid targeting those Tektites while I'm hessing. But basically the way a hess is controlled is you slightly move the control stick right to left, and you retarget when you change angles. So now I'm going to need the Goron Tunic. So now the thing, I'm going to drop my bugs with Poe on C right, and it's going to give me 20 bomb shoes. And the reason that works is the game reads my B button. The value of my B button. So for example, the value of bugs is 29. So if I have bugs on my B button and that's the value of it, then I get 29 bomb chews. Because every time the ball is used or emptied or or it catches something, the value is reread, and it reads the item on your C right, and the small poke corresponds to your bomb chew count. So if I drop bugs and the value of an empty ball is 20, I'm gonna get 20 chews. If I catch bugs, which is 29, I'm gonna get 29 chews. And I do need to go on Tunic because I'm not gonna be able to last in Fire Temple with 3 hearts. Although it is actually needed for another trick. So if I let go of that frame perfect, that I can skip the pulling animation and just pulls on its own for the most part. Okay, that's unfortunate. You have a very few frames to side up and die in the same frame. It's okay. Basically, the thing that can happen there is that the thing that's supposed to happen is the thing that normally happens is you die in the same frame as you enter the cutscene. But since I was early, it didn't kill me. So we just gotta watch this nice little cutscene. But the other method I would use if I was doing the timerless method, if I wasn't using the timer method to time it, is I would use a bomb chew to damage myself into the cutscene and skip it. But since I had 3 cores of a heart, it wouldn't let me do that because a bomb chew does a half heart and I have 3 hearts, so that wouldn't kill me. So we just gotta do our thing. So I was exactly 1 frame early. But oh no, I died. My run's over. My run's over. I can't believe it. Kappa. So I need to get to Zora's River, so there's a slightly small part I can use. There's like a small little... There's like a small little point of where you can clip in there, so I can use a precise angle and set up to clip through there using a jump slash as adult. It doesn't work as Child Link. And I gotta do a mega side hop now. So a mega side hop, if I didn't explain it before, is where on a certain frame of the explosion, you roll into the explosion and you side hop or backflip, and it gives you a lot of back distance. That allows me to skip the waterfall and skip getting Zelda's Lullaby. And now I'm just gonna unload King Zora, if you don't mind. So this trick isn't very well understood, but the camera shifts to him after using a trade item, it unloads him if you come back. So I just held R and did item delay, so I just got the eyeball frog instead of the tunic. So now I'm gonna warp back to Death Mountain Crater since I need to go back there. Back here. So now I'm gonna just clip out of bounds if you don't mind. So the thing that just happened is I just voided at the same time that the eyeball frog timer expired. So that puts my timer at exactly 0, 0. Which is very important. And also, the important thing is my eyeball frog didn't revert back into a prescription. That's the important thing because I'm going to need that to wrong warp. But since I re-warped back into here with Goron Tunic on, my timer is at 0, 1, like at 1 second. So that's going to be needed for the wrong warp. And since I'm at very low health, I'm going to have to make extra careful that I don't take too much damage. So now the thing I just did was time stop, and it basically messes up my camera angle. And the reason I want to mess up my camera angle is if I enter the room normally, Darunia is gonna say hi and give me a very long text that costs me about 30 seconds. So as long as you're not looking at him, the game won't load him. So I just have to make sure the camera doesn't go ever so slightly toward him to load him. So I'm gonna do a Hest with the Labbit for a little speed. Or not. So I gotta be very careful when taking damage in this temple because there are certain points of where I can lose a lot of health if I get very bad luck. So I want to say at least above a heart. So since I don't have hook shot, I'm just gonna have to climb up here. And hope the keys do not hit me. Because as soon as I side up, they're gonna jump, they're gonna start flying. So in between the block coming up, there is a slight, I'm not sure how to put it, but you can clip through here. If you have a very good angle, you're able to clip through here and get to the bottom of the room. Like this. So the bubbles here can hit me. But I got lucky. Because the bubbles patterns are very dependent on your position and on RNG. So if I'm kind of low in health and I get bad luck, I'm gonna die. And when I die, my timer goes. Unfortunately. Okay. Alright, so normally you need hook shot to kill a flare dancer. But if you use an explosive like bombs or bomb trees, you can knock him down without the use of it. And if I set the bomb tree down here, I can hit the switch from the inside of the wall. And it does save quite a bit of time. So this is a hammer. This is everything I need to beat the game. And I just need to wait for this guy to do his thing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna skip the boss key, since who wants to use a boss key? I sure don't. So basically I'm good. A ledge clip. I just did a ledge clip, which is where you press C while you're falling off a ledge on the same frame, and it allows you to clip through. Ledge will clip through the floor, and you can get to a lot of different places. That's just one use of it. A lot of uses are in Forest Temple, a few are in Water Temple. The Spirit Temple boss key skip uses ledge clip. But on the main subject, Volvagia is a very RNG intensive boss. One wrong move can kill me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack the hole she's in. But since I got kind of bad luck, there's not really much I can do about this. So the thing is, she pops in random holes, and if she pops in the first hole twice, I gotta wait a few cycles to kill her. So now the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wrong warp, which basically makes the game go to a place where you're not supposed to in short terms. Although the place I'm supposed to go to, I guess we'll find out in a sec. Okay, so this could be potentially bad. Okay. This could be very bad. This could be run over. Okay, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have to do this again. Wait, what? This is really... Okay, we got it. Time. As it is Ganonless.
What? The credits just showed up. I was like. Good job, Glitchy. Thank you for covering the